Saturday afternoon, Quaffle W football. Welcome to round one here at Giffen Park, Birribee Street, Coorparoo. And what a match we have to kick off the season. Of course, match of the round every week right here, right where you are watching. Welcome all around Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, wherever you're watching this game. We are absolutely pumped. It's Coorparoo at home to Aspley Hornets. What a match we have to start the season. I'm joining the commentary box now. Lenny Phillips, welcome.
Thank you, Nick. Looking forward to this. It's a very interesting game, this one. Coorparoo, one of the favourites coming into the season, missing a lot of players through AFLW and development pathways. So Aspley will fancy themselves a chance to knock them off.
Yeah, absolutely they will. A few outs for Coorparoo today, so we're going to watch how that unfolds. Well, we're off and underway. Flying up in the ruck is Lingard. Tap goes down. Frenetic start already. Coorparoo, quick first hands to the footy. Ball finds itself into the hands of Bosco. Bosco dribbles back. Now they've got time, but it spills out towards the wing as the shadows cast across here at Birribee Street. Tumbling footy. Coorparoo arrive in numbers, but brought to the ground. Nicely done there by Easton. Wraps her up. And we've got a boundary throw in here on centre wing. Of course, Lenny, you mentioned that Coorparoo had a few outs here, the high performance programs, and the wedding of Captain Cleo Davis, actually knocking out a few numbers. So, Aspley, today could be their day.
Could very well be as the ball's thrown in and it spills back out of bounds. A fierce start here in round one, as you would expect. Everyone out to impress, especially the Coorparoo players, with plenty of spots up for grabs when the Lions players come back. Boundary throw in, doesn't get by any ruckman. Spills around here, comes out and finds Geddes, who gets the handball forward. Kicked out by Aspley, and it's going to be another boundary throw in on this wing.
Yeah, boundary throw in just here on the commentary side. No wind to speak of this afternoon. Lovely, lovely afternoon down here at Coorparoo, 25 degrees. We're in for a cracking afternoon of football. Ball's tossed back in, spills down to the front. Biscuits to Coorparoo on that occasion, possibly held. No, she wasn't there, was Bosco. Little off the ball, picked up nicely by Geddes. She fights hard, scraps at the contest. Fraser's in and around it too. They're nearly out here, Coorparoo. Just got to get clean of the footy into the quarterback position. Ball spills, was she held? No. Coming through there. Very nicely taken there by Kraut. Spills it around, it's a 3-on-1. And they've got time to mop it up here, the Hornets, they do. Tumbling little kick down towards half-forward flank. Only as far as the Coorparoo player. And she's wrapped up holding the ball. Great tackle and great phonetic start there by Aspley.
Morgan Lanigan there with the tackle. And will give Aspley the first chance to go really inside the forward half of the ground. Switches the ball across to find Cantrell. Misses the target, but she's on here. Taps back to her teammate. Tackled by Coorparoo. And again, the tackling is very fierce. Very difficult to get any space here. Comes out to Huth. Goes backwards, and Coorparoo are going to come out to this wing again. Market's dropped there by McLean, but kicks the ball forward if looking for a teammate. Oh, a little bit of a handball there forward. Aspley there to mop up. And they're going to go forward through Nicola Clark. Centres the ball into the centre of the ground and finds Kate Fraser, but just over her head. Taps it on, looking for a teammate. Big one-on-one here in the middle of the ground. Kate Fraser does very well. Wins the ball forward, but turns it over.
Only as far as Meg Muir. They don't waste any time here. Coorparoo look to play it on a little bit too quick. Met with a gang tackle of Hornets there. Wrapped up just outside the centre circle. We're going to have a ball up in the middle of the ground. Well, so they've come out frenetically here, the Hornets. I tell you what, they can smell a chance here. And look, round one, you want to come out hard, you want to come out strong, and that's exactly what they've done to start the game. Looking forward as they get it towards their forward line. Ball on the run now. It's Kate Fraser. She's in a paddock there. Just handballs out in front. She's going to pick up her own footy. Nicely done by Fraser. She's going to keep running, Kate. As they get the ball even further forward now, the Hornets. This is good from them. Into the forward 50 for the first time this afternoon, but wrapped up by a strong Coorparoo defence. No, arm over the shoulder, and it's going the Hornets' way. Footy in the hands of Sarah Madden. Probably too far out to score. Looks for the options inside. Taken nicely. Great take right out in front. And the Hornets now, first chance this afternoon to impact the scoreboard.
So she'll kick from 40 metres or so out. It'll be a decent effort to get there from here. But she seems confident. Umpire's blown his whistle. No, not 50. Just to straighten it up. So in she comes. First shot on goal for the afternoon. She's hit the top of the goal square. Can we see a mark? We can! Aspley have taken the mark 12 metres out. I think it's not Emily Matthews, it's Kylie Guarino. Kylie Guarino will have a shot for goal. give Aspley the chance to score the first goal of this QAFLW season. Guarino comes into goal. Oh, nope, she's just missed it and it's 3 for 1 behind. Let's get the first chance to see this Aspley defence here as Coorparoo are going to run it out. The new rule these days, don't kick to yourself. So it's going to be run out to 25 metres out and then kicked out towards half-back. To a contest out on the half-back flank there. Aspley've got some numbers out there. Looked like that was Alison Moore. Ball goes high up in the air. Numbers everywhere again. Moore again, feeds back. Aspley got that one number behind the play. The Coorparoo's tackling is very fierce, as we've seen in the first 5 minutes or so here. Aspley win the ball forward, looking for a teammate. Coorparoo will try and clear this one out through Renee Keith. It's overrun by her. Aspley numbers there, kick from the forward pocket towards the hot spot at the goal face. We've got Ariana Riley there under pressure, but she does very well. Finds a teammate in the back pocket who's able to clear to half-back. 1-on-2 contest here, but Coorparoo have done well and taken the mark, and they can just settle it down, try and find a way out of this back half of the ground. Kick in the centre of the ground, mark not taken. Ball spills free. We've got a whistle here. It's going to be an Aspley free kick, and they'll have another chance for an inside 50 through Sarah Madden. Madden just over the top with a kick. Comes to the front and centre spot. Numbers are there for both sides. Good tackle. We've got it wrapped up and it'll be a ball up. Aspley putting all the pressure on in their forward half. Not able to get that first goal just yet. Big tap forward by Angela Lingard, but there's a whistle. It's going to be a free kick to Aspley. It's going to go the way of Angela Lingard. Just on the 50-metre line. She'll pop it up. Looking for a leading forward. Misses the target. Coorparoo have got numbers back there, but comes out the back again to Lingard. Follows up her kick from before. Can't quite pick it up cleanly. And I think we're going to have another ball up. Numbers everywhere.
Yeah, great pressure around the contest there by Aspley. Not letting it out of their forward line. They're really looking to consolidate on this first forward entry. And I'll tell you what, Coorparoo, they look a little bit rattled at this point. Hornets have come out with a point to prove. Give the point there on that occasion. The tap down by Mackenzie. It's been wrapped up again, and the umpire's going to call it back. Tell you what, she's looking good, Mackenzie. Been strong in the ruck so far. We're going to have a scintillating contest between herself and Lingard. Mackenzie brings it down that time. Footy not going anywhere. Tough around the contest. Govan manages to flick it out. Cantrell's floating around. It's just a sea of blues around, and, well, manages to get a handball out again. They're free if they get on the outside here, the Hornets, but wrapped up there strongly in the tackle. Nicely done by Huth. And we're going to see a ball up on the half-forward flank as the umpire calls it back. Great start to the game so far, Lenny Phillips.
Seen a lot of second and third and fourth efforts there. Govan there with 2 or 3 attempts to get the footy there. It's been really good to see. Everyone's very keen here in round 1. As the ball comes out, Coorparoo are going to try and get out to this wing and find Caitlin Huth. She's got the ball now. She comes back in towards the centre square, kicks the ball right into the centre of the ground. We're back where we started, looking for a teammate in Meg Muir, but Aspley have got numbers there. Win the ball forward. Tackling pressure is everywhere again as Aspley going to go forward. Got numbers here. Lingard's there, but also is Caitlin Cantrell, who goes looking for a teammate just over the head. The ball's over there in the forward pocket with Michaela Campbell. Aspley get the kick forward, but it goes out of bounds on the full, and Coorparoo get another chance to try and clear this back line. They're defending grimly. The score is 1-0 early in this first quarter. Aspley putting all the pressure on, and Coorparoo are able to hold it up for now.
Yeah, just struggling to find their way out of the defence at the moment. That's better, but it's been possibly turned over in the square. They've got to be tight here, the Kings. Ball spilled on the ground, just waiting for someone front and centre. Cantrell gets a kick away, not 5 metres play on, handballs it back, and they escape out the side here, the Kings. Yes, they do, but just to a swarm of Hornets, not picked up, ball out the back. That's better, sitting front and centre was Matthews, brings it back round, hits the top. Oh, nicely taken. No, straight through the hands, play on, and the Kings escape, but they've got a wall set up behind play, and that's only as far as Nicola Clark. She sits back, takes her time, looks for the right option, pumps it out wide. Right to the sun there. Kate Fraser's lurking around. She's on a run now. On the right foot. Smothered. Nicely done indeed. Now the Kings can turn it over. Great smother there it was by Raquel Sutton. But they're back again, Aspley. They won't go away. And hard work has paid off. Ball in the hands of Morgan Lanigan. And she can line up 25 metres out. Directly in front. Almost a dream start for the Hornets, would you say, Lenny Phillips?
Kate Fraser out on that far wing is loving life out there. She's got all the space in the world and looking terrific for Aspley.
Well, gets under it. No real breeze to speak of, but just pushes it to the left. Minor score. Aspley, the two behinds. Coorparoo, well, yet to score and almost yet to remove it from their back 50.
Coorparoo here with another chance to try and break clear of this wonderful Aspley defence. They're setting up that wall beautifully across half forward. Is he going to try and exit here with the forward? Pressure's terrific. Coorparoo able to clear the ball now. Got a hand pass out and finds Gettys. Gettys running out of half-back now, goes long up to the wing, and they've got a real chance here to try and go forward through Janae Govin. Govin's got the ball here, picks it up very well, but can't find a teammate. Just looking breaking down across the wing here. Maybe some numbers of players that haven't played a lot of footy together for Coorparoo. Is Aspley going to win the ball and go forward again? Coorparoo trying to pick the ball up. We've got numbers diving on the footy here. No one's able to get a clean footy as everyone's piling in again with that great pressure. Coming out the back to Matthews for Aspley. We've got Sutton for Coorparoo, suckering the ball forward out to that wing. So this is probably the furthest forward Coorparoo been able to go. But Aspley are back there in numbers setting it up, and they're going to come back through that wing. Oh, but the turnover here finds Coorparoo on that far side, and they'll get a chance to really set up to try and go forward.
Well, she manages to drop it off her own toe there, and costly turnover, and they'd be left scratching their heads at the moment, Coorparoo. As we said, a fair few numbers out today with high performance program duties and Captain Cleo Davis's wedding, but I watched them in the prelim final of last year, Lenny Phillips, and well, they were spectacular, only going down the grand final last year by 14 points. So they'll be out to go one better this year. But I'll tell you what, Aspley have got them under the pump at the moment, and that was definitely in the back. A little sloppy there from Sarah Madden, and it gives Coorparoo a chance to escape. Kick down the line now. This is better. Into the path of Mackenzie. She's just got to be good here. She's got an extra number. Just goes the body. Clever. Knew she had numbers around her. Shoveled it out. There was Peter Thompson. But they managed to get away, and they're in space here, the Kings. That's well done. Now in the hands of Meg Muir. Decides to take her player on. Bombs it long to the forward line. They've got the sit possibly. Mark dropped there by Lucy Thompson. Manages to pick up the biscuits and bangs it back down towards the centre. Sun in the eyes there. Never handy. There's Adair Thompson, couldn't pick it up. Now they're off again, the Kings, but she's got to watch out here. Muir, she's wrapped up in a tackle, and that's holding the ball. Brilliant tackle there by Caitlin Cantrell.
Very unlucky there, Muir. I think Cantrell came off the bench and just got her when Muir wasn't expecting it. Comes out looking for a teammate in Hayley Hinds, who can't take the mark, and the ball spills out of bounds. So it's really being played in the Aspley half of the ground at the moment. Coorparoo had their first chance to go forward, but the Aspley defence held up well. It's 2 points to nothing in the first quarter.
Yeah, just over 12 minutes gone now in this first term, round one of QWAFLW action, and that kick isn't going anywhere. Straight over the line, and it's going to go back the way of the Kings, courtesy of Matilda Ingram. But I tell you what, this pressure from Aspley, it is unrelenting. Of course, last year's QFAW Div 1 premiers, they've come up into the new competition, the top comp here in Queensland, with a point to prove. And I'll tell you what, it's been all their way in this first term. The Kings, they need to find some of that 2018 form. The mark spilled late, but it's been paid there to Jade Struth, right there on the true halfback flank position. And well, the Hornets, they've manned up well. Helicopter punt down the line, but it's a sea of brown and gold at the moment. They just cannot get it past this centre wing position. And now this is better than on the counter-attack here. The Hornets, Morgan Lanigan. She's got a player over the top. Finds her now. That's Anna van der Weel. Wheels back. And it's rolled back down. Coorparoo footy. But they're still fighting the Hornets. They've got to be smart here, the Kings. Well, just tries to take the contest on. Got to be rewarded for that. Play on, as thought so. Snap round the corner. Well, there's a decent attempt there by Shay Easton, but she's helicoptered out on the full. And the Kings will reload, courtesy of Matilda Ingram.
So Ingram here in the back pocket where she was a couple of minutes ago. They've got another chance to set up this defensive exit from the back line, but it's a kick to a contest there. It's been spoiled down there for Aspley by Danny Eck. Danny Eck gets the ball forward. Hand pass over. They've got a goal opportunity here for Renee Weller. Was it Renee Weller? Might have been Morgan Lanigan. Hard to see with that sun, but Aspley have got the first goal on the board, and they take a lead. 1 goal, 2-8 to no score. So finally they've been able to get on the scoreboard. They've been pressing for minutes over and over again inside that forward 50. Defence can only hold up for so long, and finally they've been able to convert an opportunity into a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. The damn wall burst there. Just fantastic pressure. This first 14 and a half minutes here by Aspley. This is exactly what Coach Jacob Simmons-Bliss would have been hoping for through this pre-season. A real impetus on taking it to the competition. One of the finer teams in the competition, mind you. So all credit to Aspley now. Let's see if the Kings can pull this down. Ball about to go up in the centre. It's Curvin. Curvin manages to get the tap. And they're out again here, the Hornets. This is great from them. Big bump comes in through, courtesy of Caitlin Huth. Well, they're appealing for holding the ball, but it looks like the umpire says, I'll have that, thank you very much. We're going to have a ball up here as the shadows cast over Giffen Park. Famous ground here in Brisbane, of course. Home of the Chief, Jason Dunstall. This very famous club, Coorparoo. Well, the Kings have managed to get it out wide. Ball sun in the eyes of every single player. I don't know how they see it, but I tell you what, they've managed to do it pretty well. Nicola Clark, little soccer along the ground. They've got numbers here, the Hornets. And I'll tell you what, very smart footy. They keep looking to move it back inside the centre of the ground. Nicely taken back with the flight of the ball. It's courtesy of the orange boots.
Caitlin Huth, who gets the ball up, kicks the ball up towards the wing, looking for a teammate. It's come over the back to Peter Thompson. If she can be clean there on here for an inside 50. Thompson picks it up, able to feed the ball backwards, finds a teammate who goes towards centre-half ball, but it's all Aspley there, and they'll be able to clear through Lucia Lessie. Lessie comes out to this wing. It's a nice transition from Aspley, finds Hayley Hinds, and they'll fancy themselves now to be able to go forward. Kicks over the top. Is it going to get there? Yes, it is. Nice run there, and nice mark taken by Danny Eck. Danny Eck might be over the top there of Lessie, who's run forward. He gets the ball back and finds Easton. Easton comes inside, finds Caitlin Cantrell, who goes forward to a one-on-one. No mark taken, comes over the back. Roving at the back is Williamson. Can she pick it up cleanly? No, Coorparoo get back there first. And they're going to try and find the boundary line, I think, if they can, but great pressure from Williamson. But Coorparoo were able to find the boundary line. Will have a ball in just around from the left point post.
I'll tell you what, I love that ball movement there by Aspley, and Lucia Liesi, the way she worked herself from the half-back flank all the way through to half-forward to create this possibility. Now Aspley a chance to lock it in and really capitalise on this opportunity. Rucks go at it again. Ball's just going to hit the deck first. Got to be good. Can it get on the boot? I think it does. Oh, yes, indeed it does. Jessica Williamson, how about that? Saw the footy was hitting the deck, got herself in the right position, and now Aspley, they go further ahead. It's Aspley, 2 goals, 2-14. Coorparoo yet to score.
They look a very well-drilled side, Aspley. They're getting the ball up nicely across half-back, bringing the ball out to this wing from the other side with a switch, and then getting the ball forward with some pretty good foot skills. It's fairly impressive stuff here from Aspley in their first game in this higher competition. So can Coorparoo get one back before quarter time? Rucks go up. It's one forward. Boss goes in there, but Aspley able to try and clear the ball to centre clearance. Oh, but a nice mark taken back there by Renee Keith. No, it is Abby Reynolds. Switches the ball out, finds a teammate in Peter Thompson. Can't take the mark, but she's got some time. Comes back in towards centre half back. But the pressure from Aspley is immense. Half a mistake from Coorparoo and Aspley swarm, and we're probably going to have a ball up inside Aspley's 50 once more.
Yeah, again, that pressure, as you said, absolutely immense. Now, 45 metres out, and well, I'll tell you what, another one here from the Hornets, and it's going to be, I'm not going to say alarm bells just yet, but Michael Hewitt is going to have a lot to think about at quarter time, just the way he's got this team structured at the moment. As we've mentioned a few times, a few big outs, but Aspley really taking their chances here in their first game in the Quaffle W as a throw is called. And, well, maybe this is their opportunity now. Possibly caught them on the hop, screaming for the footy as she comes off the bench. I'll tell you what, if they can hit Jessica McLean, she's going for her now, brings it back a little bit cute inside the middle. That's a nice footy. Finds it into the hands of Peter Thompson. Peter Thompson, little chip pass. Oh, just a bit cute on that one there. Ball turned over. Well, and they've got to mark up now quickly because they've got it over the back. It's that there. Oh, well taken. Sarah Madden just held the front position. Always in a fortunate position where there's no sun in the eyes, but it's a wobbly kick, but it's taken just inside the line. Hayley Hinds, and they can set up again here. Very open forward line, they've done that well. A little bit of miscommunication there as the footy hits the deck. Now the Kings can work it out.
Reynolds clears of it only as far as Anais Curvin, who's been the second ruck for Aspley so far. She comes in looking for a teammate and has found one on the lead. And Aspley take a mark 45 metres out, probably just outside of her range. But here they got numbers lining up for the footy, and the mark has been taken by Shay Easton 30 metres out. Slight angle, but almost directly in front.
Come on, Shay!
Rings of encouragement coming from the Aspley bench as Shay Easton will line up to put them 20 points up just before quarter time here. Comes in, good looking kick, but it's fading to the right, and it's going to be out of bounds and a boundary throw in.
Well, not the worst result there for Aspley. Just going to keep the pressure on Coorparoo here. As we said, Williamson's looking dangerous down there. Just got to watch the fall of this ball. Sun in the eyes of the rucks. It's going to be difficult here. But they've got to flood the numbers down here, Coorparoo. Really have to shut down any further opportunity of a goal, or this margin may be tough to reel in. Nearly taken immediately out of the ruck there by Campbell. I tell you what, she was looking dangerous there, but a dream start for Aspley in their first game in the Quaffle W. It is Aspley, 2 goals to 14. Coorparoo, last year's grand finalists, yet to score. Absolute dream start, and coach Jacob Simmons-Bliss will be very happy about that, Lenny Phillips.
Great time for the siren for Coorparoo. Deep in defence, haven't scored, 2 goals down, and the siren came at a great time. They'll get a nice chance to reload, come up with some new plans, and hopefully come out and even this up in second quarter.
Well, absolutely. In for a cracking afternoon. Round 1, Quaffle W action. It's Aspley here at Coorparoo. It's a 14-point lead as we go into the quarter time break. Well, round 1, Quaffle W action here at Giffen Park. It's Coorparoo at home, but it is all Aspley at the moment, yes. Aspley promoted from the QFAW, Div 1 premiers of last season, taking on last year's Quaffle W grand finalists, but not the start that Coach Michael Hewitt would have expected. It's been all Aspley, 2 goals to 14, Coorparoo yet to score. Lenny Phillips, how have you seen the game so far?
It looks a lot like a typical round 1 game where everyone's a little bit anxious, a little bit rough, but Aspley looking like a side that have played a lot of footy together, and Coorparoo looking for a way to gel. So, ball up for the second quarter here. Big tap forward from Coorparoo as they try and get some dominance asserted in the first couple of minutes of this quarter. Free kicks being pulled out here. It's going to go the way of Aspley, and they'll get the first chance to go forward this quarter. Free kicks paid to Lingard. Good mark taken out there in the wing by Kate Fraser. Fraser up towards half forward. Might go over the head. It does over the head. Coorparoo can't quite be clean enough, and it's been a nice recovery there by Guarino, who goes forward looking for a teammate. Coorparoo got numbers back there. But Aspley first to the footy. Desperation is key. Coorparoo with all the numbers there, but Aspley first to the ball.
Yeah, ideal start again there by Aspley. Just managed to lock it down in their forward line. Said footy just going over the head, sun in the eyes. Very tough at about just after 5 on a Saturday afternoon here in Brisbane as the shadows, long shadows casting across the ground. And, well, they managed to just work it out. Let's see what they can do here, the Kings. Ball in the hands there. It looks like Meg Muir chips it down the line, but it's all Aspley again. Taken on the chest by Daniak. And, well, they can reload. The Hornets looks inside, finds the co-captain in Tegan Stevenson. Stevenson, sun in the eyes, gets round onto the right foot. The lead comes out. Nice punch away. Couldn't get it into the hands of Shay Easton. And the Blues, they can settle it down. He's going to kick long down the line, it looks like, looking for Mackenzie. Can't find her. Bit of a falcon, sun in the eyes. She bobs up. She's all right. But the Hornets have numbers. Footy not going anywhere just yet. Fought out beautifully there by Kate Fraser. How did she escape with that? Just puts it into the path of Morgan Lanigan. Lanigan couldn't do much with it. Turnover again. The Kings, they just keep rebounding. But always just set up on the outside. And there she is again. Tegan Stevenson looks to reload. The fluoro yellow boots punches it long and taken out in front. And it's very well taken indeed. It's Michaela Campbell. Well, first look at her this afternoon. 13 goals last year in 13 games for Wilson Grange. Come across now to the Hornets. And, well, you'd back her in from here. No real breeze to speak of. Just a little bit of a light push, but all confidence in her. Gets under it. Might not make the distance. Going to fall to the top of the square. Not marked. Swarm of Kings can't manage to get a clean grab on the footy, and we're going to have a ball up just outside the Hornets goal square. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in this second quarter. Tap down from Mackenzie, falls into the hands. Easton, was there a touch on it? No, there wasn't. Goal. Shay Easton gets his second for the afternoon. Well roved again. Just couldn't get a hand to it. I see the Blues players conferring at the moment. Thought they got a touch, but maybe not. Sun in the eyes. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's all academic. It's a goal to Aspley. 3 goals to 20. Coorparoo yet to score.
Coorparoo looking a little bit different in defence in that first 5 minutes there. They are trying to get that handball back, but it's just not gelling for them. It's just a little fumble here or there. It's inviting Aspley back into the play, and they were able to get the ball forward and convert that opportunity. Looking a very well-drilled, well-oiled machine, Aspley, so far. The rucks go up again. Aspley win this one forward. They're going to get the centre clearance here. Oh, and out on the wing here, all on her own, I think it's Chloe McDonald. Just gets past her, but it's going to be one forward by Sarah Madden. Left foot kick inside 50. There's Hayley Hinds. Oh, but big tackle from Coorparoo. Big footy here to be won again. Caitlin Cantrell. Hand pass to a teammate in Shay Easton, who gets the ball only as far as a Coorparoo player in Perry. Perry's got the ball there. Switches across goal. She's got a teammate open there. That will be Ingram, I believe, who can't quite take the mark. Coorparoo will try and clear it. It's a 2-on-1 here, but a nice mark taken there by Geddes. Able to sort of give him a little bit of a chance to breathe down back. Comes inside and finds Struth. Not much system in terms of run out of the half-back line, but they've got a nice lead, and that nice lead up and mark has been taken there by Govan. Goes forward looking for Perry, but it's been cut off in defence by Lucy Thompson, who gets the switch going again. Out to Vanderweel, and Aspley can set up this switch and run again.
Yeah, good running game put on here by the Hornets as a tap down into the hands of that player again, Fraser. She has been absolutely everywhere this afternoon, proving a real headache for the Kings. Geddes, she's found a bit of form this quarter, and they managed to chip it out wide. One of the remaining sunny patches there on that far wing. Never easy, sun in the eyes. Just gets it on the left foot. Well, she was trying to find Peter Thompson, but it's been turned over. And the Hornets, they keep pushing down. This is better. Finds it to Easton. She's pushed up wide. That player again in Fraser. She's got a paddock to work with. Pushes it out wide. Now Morgan Lanigan has time and space to work with it. Looking to try and find Michaela Campbell. Doesn't quite. Kick fell short. Picked up in time. Guarino has another chance at it, but no, there's been a hand over the shoulder. And, well, Guarino thought she had time there, but, well, it's gone the other way. It's in the hands of Ingram. And she's got to find the option now. Kicks to the hot spot. Dangerous territory for a turnover. They've got to be good here, the Kings. Footy in dispute. Wrapped up again by the Hornets. Their tackle pressure's been sensational. Got a turnover now, thanks to Daniak. Looking down the line. Oh, but the last line of defence holds strong for Coorparoo, and they can try and set up again.
So here they come looking for Kayla Geddes at half-back, and she's got it now. But again, no run from behind. It's just stop-start footy. They get the mark and they'll try and kick to another contest. Goes long up the line. Won't get over the top, and it's been cut off nicely by Nicola Clark. So Aspley will get another chance to go forward. Goes out towards the boundary line, probably further to the boundary line as she would have liked. No mark taken there by Sarah Madden, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Sarah Madden nearly knocked out by that footy there. That sun is dangerous, coming from the Gabba wing of the ground, and rove nicely there by Matthews. Gets a little toe poke away. That lady I was talking about there, Madden, punts it forward, and we found ourselves, ball goes out, 30 metres out now from the Hornets goal, and this pressure has been sensational, and they look a little bit off trying to move it out, maybe against this sun. I can't stress enough how glaring it is as it sets over the Brisbane CBD. Very tough to look into, but they just couldn't find the option coming out. Mackenzie with the tap down, finds it into the hands of Huth. She's been good this quarter, slung to the ground, gets the kick away, and it was nicely executed indeed. Now they're away here, the Kings. Can it find the chest? It cannot, and rolls over the ground, trying her heart out there. Was it Air Henderson? And we're going to have a throw in right in front of the Hornets bench.
This was a little bit of run there from Coorparoo. It wasn't just a stop-start exit out of the back 50. Didn't quite come off, but better to get the ball moving by some run. We've got a free kick here to Coorparoo for a non-ruckman taking the ball out of the ruck. There'll be a free kick going to Emma McKenzie. Numbers, there's just no space to run into up the ground. There's just players everywhere. McKenzie goes long to a big pack. Comes out to Perry. But Aspley numbers again there, get the ball. They have another ball up. Chance for Coorparoo to reset and hopefully try and win a clearance and get the ball into their forward 50.
Yeah, McKenzie's just come off the ground now for a well-earned rest. Rucked sensationally so far, replaced by Beth Henry. Henry gets the tap down. Fraser at the bottom of the pack. Well, surprise there. She's been everywhere this afternoon, and the Kings have a chance here. They can be clean with the footy. Strong tackle there by Emily Matthews, and it's enough to see the ball over the line. We're going to have another boundary throw, and we've talked about it all game so far, the tackle pressure from Aspley. Tell you what, Coach Simmons, bless, will be very happy with his girls. The start of this game, nearly 8.5 minutes gone here in the second quarter here at Coorparoo, round one action of the Quaffle. Hello to everyone at home from wherever you are watching. We a match of the round, every single round. Fantastic for women's footy here in Queensland, as unfortunately that kick wasn't as good for the Hornets there by Krauts, and it's going to be a Kings footy, and maybe now a chance to reload.
It's Kings footy, but there's no one here to take it. Kayla Geddes with the easiest kick she'll ever get in her life coming off the bench. We've got a free kick just forward of the wing for Coorparoo. Geddes goes to switch. Oh, switch, but it's the three Aspley players, and it's been cut off there by Kylie Guarino, and they'll get the chance to go forward from a dangerous spot out to that wing with Kate Fraser. Oh, but beautifully cut off. I believe that was Renee Keith. They get the chance to go forward. Paulson's got the ball, comes back looking for a teammate. Going to come back out to this wing. Oh, it's looking for Bosco, but it's been cut off by Shay Easton. Easton, big kick into the forward line to a one-on-one, and Michaela Campbell marks 45 metres out. Kicks the ball to the advantage of Kate Fraser, is it? No, it's Sarah Madden. Sarah Madden can't quite run onto the ball, but she's won a ball back for a teammate. Banana kick to the centre of the hotspot. No mark taken, comes over the back, and it's going to be cleared out by Alana Perry. But not quite out to the 50, and it's going to come straight back in through Aspley. Brings the ball in with a kick into the forward pocket, and we're going to have a shot on goal for Aspley from 30 or so metres out. Fairly tight angle, and possibly into a slight breeze, but it's going to be Morgan Lanigan. So this to give them a 26-point lead. It's backing yourself in to make the distance as Lanigan comes in. Doesn't make the distance off the side of the boot. Has it gone out on the full? Has it been marked? I think it's been marked. I believe it was Kylie Guarino. And can she thread the banana from the tight pocket? Kicking slightly uphill, it looks like, as well. So runs around, does the banana. How's it look? Oh, the arms went up in the goal square, but not quite. And it's through for one behind. Hit the post, in fact. So 3 goals, 3-21 to no score for Coorparoo. The Kings will bring the ball back in. Picking to a 1-on-2 contest though, and the mark's taken by Lucia Lessie. Lessie will just pump it back in for yet another inside 50, but the ball has been turned over. Coorparoo going the switch now. They've got to take some chances and try and run the ball out of that back half of the ground. It's coming out to Riley. Aspley numbers, they're everywhere. As soon as Coorparoo's got a little bit of space, they get swarmed by 2 or 3 Aspley players. Comes out and finds Cantrell, who goes deep inside the forward pocket again. Ingram's out there, and she's going to have some chance to clear through. A nice Shepherd. Some great work on the mark there from Michaela Campbell to try and put some pressure on, but Coorparoo able to get a clearing kick and a mark taken in the back pocket.
Yeah, she's been good down in that back pocket there, Matilda Ingram. Really worked hard this afternoon. They just need a clean break. They need to get this footy forward here, the Kings, because it has been all Aspley. That wall that they have built across the centre half forward line has been incredibly strong. Just works the body there, but gives away the free kick. I thought it was good foreplay by Easton, but almost too strong in that situation. And that girl, again, we've talked about, it's Matilda Ingram. Has a chance to mop up here for Coorparoo. Good little short lead on the 45. Another smart there, Charlotte Edmonds. Wastes no time now. Moving it out to the commentary wing. Poised in the prime position there was Govan. Govan can't get it. She tried to get it on the second bounce. That's holding the ball. She's not happy about that. Megan Bosco feels a little bit robbed. But now they can reload. The Hornets in the hands of Sarah Madden. Madden just gets under a little bit. Mackenzie should take this through her hands, doesn't. They've got numbers at the back of the pack. Always first to the footy, it seems to be the Hornets. Wrapped up again now around the back. That was nicely done by Struth. And they've got a chance here. First real chance of the game in the hands of Adair Henderson. But there is no one home for them. Henderson's just going to have to settle. Screaming for it off the bench is Huth. And they're going that direction now. She's going to be late to the contest, but it might work out in time. Finds it in the hands of Thompson. Thompson over the top. Just waited there for footy, made a little bit too long. They're desperate, the Hornets. They are playing with serious and sheer force, and they managed to hold it up and win themselves a ball up deep inside their back line. That was Moore, the co-captain. She just dived on that footy there to her other co-captain in Tegan Stevenson, and she rebounds it. Now sitting on the half-forward line. Well, they've got to be good here, the Kings. They're set up a bit better. This is a lot better for them, but that smother from Jessica Williamson has forced the turnover. They're out and away. I thought they were off, but Krauts just couldn't pick it up in time. Nicely done. It's Jessica McLean. Bombs it along the forward line, looking for Henderson. Can't be taken. And Aspley mop up nicely, move it towards the half-back flank. Just over the top there. Williamson can't get it. Can she get on the third bounce, fourth bounce? No, but it's kept in very nicely there by Lucia Liesi. Just banging her way towards the football. At the fall there was Krauts. Oh, this is pressure stuff. Big arm comes in over the top, and the umpire says high tackle. A little bit rough there from Beth Henry. And the footy is going the way of the Hornets, courtesy of Krauts.
They've lifted the last couple of minutes here, Coorparoo. They're really having a crack and probably had a chance to go forward, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. The kick it fell short. Aspley got the ball, but here we go again. The handball back. It's 1-2 handballs back, and they're away. It's going to come out now through Perry. Perry goes forward, but it's going to be a turnover, and it's set up by that wall for Aspley, and it's marked by Grace Krauts. Switches the ball, and they're going to have lots of space if they can be clean here. Matthews can't quite get it. Oh, Coorparoo again, we're away, but a free kick given away, and it's going to be a free kick to Emily Matthews. And now they've got the runner out on the wing. She's got oodles of space. I believe it's Vanderweel. Vanderweel is clean, but hand passes back has been cut off by Coorparoo. And Coorparoo now going to get a chance. A little bit of a lull. They get the ball back into the centre of the ground, and Jessica McLean. So McLean, the centre of the ground, goes towards centre half forward. Might be just over her teammate's head. No, the mark has been taken, and she's back with a lot of courage. On in the pocket is Peter Thompson. Can she hold the mark? She can. 35 or so metres out. Running down into the forward pocket is Caitlin Huth, but she's picked up by Hayley Hinds. A nice running there from the Aspley defender. And so we've got Peter Thompson. She looks to be just outside of her range based on her body language, but she goes to the pocket with a high ball. Is it going to be a mark? No. Oh, is it off the shin of Aspley? Oh, boundary umpire says no, off the knee. We're going to have a boundary throw-in. Just around, and Coorparoo is probably their best chance to have an attacking shot on goal. They'll have a boundary throw-in just right of the behind post in their forward pocket.
Yeah, Henderson really appealing for that one there, but wrapped up there by a gang of Hornets as this tunnel balls out the back. They're desperate now, the Kings. Here's an opportunity. Getty's a star. It's ripped out of her hands. Great tackle by Henderson to dispossess. Again, maybe unlucky. Great forward pressure there by Adair Henderson. They want this now. This is their opportunity, their best chance so far in this game. We are 16 minutes gone in the second term. Coorparoo, last year's grand finalists, yet to score. As we said, number of players out today, but not the start they would have anticipated, so they've got to be good. Wrapped up again in a big tackle. They're desperate now, the Kings. Ball spills out the back, just through the back of the head there. Huth facing the wrong way, but they've still kept it in. Great kick forward. Riley manages to get it down into the hands of Henderson. Henderson tight against the boundary. Little dribble kick. Ball stopped on the last line of defence, and they can escape. Possibly the Hornets they do through the hands. Touch play on. Oh, it was done well there by Lingard. She gets it down the line. Easton through her hands as well. Well, it's now the Kings with the numbers. They've got to be good here. They fought so hard. Beautiful one-hand pick up there by Adriana Riley. Little chip back. Cries of backdoor. That was Bosco. Now in the hands. They've got numbers. This is better football, and they've got the switch on if they want it. Screaming for it across the ground. Now the option's taken, but it's turned over in the middle of the ground. They bounce back. She's got an absolute paddock here. Michaela Campbell chips it over the top into the path of Jessica Williamson. Just needs to get it in the hands. Fumbles it. Spills a little bit. Will she go off the ground? She does. Doesn't make contact enough. There to mop up. There was Matilda Ingram. And the ball is over the line for a boundary throw in. What a chance it was there for Jessica Williamson. Just got a little bit of a leg break, couldn't pick it up, but the pressure stays on the Kings now after such a great foray forward.
Some terrific gut running there from Matilda Ingram. She was 30 metres behind when that ball was up in the air. Sweated on the error came and she ran hard enough to be able to force the other error and not allow it run into an open goal. Terrific work from Matilda. So we've got a swarm of players on the ball. It's hard to make out who's who, but Aspley going to try and win the ball. Comes out looking for a teammate in Hinds, I think it is, who is tackled immediately and holding the ball. So Coorparoo's pressure continues to be good. 1 over 50 here has been placed on the ground. Umpire's missed it. So Coorparoo now going to go for the switch, looking for Ingram, who's been a rock of Gibraltar down back. Just hasn't been able to get past her. Ingram goes long, but it's another swarm of Hornets there. And Lucia Liersi. Liersi will pump it back in. She's looking for Campbell. Is Campbell there? No, goes over the back. And again, guess who? Ingram there to pick it up. Must be her 10th touch for the quarter. Comes out looking for Henderson, but she's got to be at a 3-on-1. If she can hold it in, she's done well. She can't quite, but she scraps and fights and does really, really well. Waiting for the numbers to get there, and a teammate does get there in the end. Terrific work there from Coorparoo. But Aspley managed to fight the turnover. Got another bit of a scrap here. As they're going to win the ball forward. Oh, on her own is Kylie Guarino, who has a snap on goal. It's going to bounce through for one behind. So once again, as Coorparoo, they've got the numbers there. They're just a little bit less clean than Aspley. Maybe breaking down due to some players that haven't played a lot of footy together. Aspley with another shot on goal.
And they just run it out there. Of course, new rules this season. Hoping to try and get a little bit more distance over that Aspley wall, but it's been turned over. Kick to the hot spot, doesn't quite find the target, but it falls nicely into the hands and just leans back on that kick, does Lucia Liersi. Straight through the middle. And the 4th goal of the game to the Aspley Hornets. They are 4-3-27. Coorparoo yet to score.
Nice little purple patch for Liersi. Probably the last 5 or 6 minutes. Had a number of touches running up and down this wing, pushing down back to help her teammates out, and then pushing up forward, getting the chance with a turnover there to put one through and did not miss.
So it's the Aspley Hornets 4-4-28, and that is half time, and what a half it has been for the Aspley Hornets. Promoted after taking out the QFAW Div 1 Premiership last season, taking on last year's grand finalists in round 1 of QFL action here at Giffen Park, and I tell you what a start they have had. Can they hold on for another half? What will this Kings outfit come out with at the second half? A lot to say there, Michael Hewitt, he'll have without a doubt. And they've just got to regather and reload the Kings. We are primed for a spectacular second half of QFL action here as the sun sets beautifully over here at Birribee Street, Giffen Park in East Brisbane. It's Aspley 4-4-28. Coorparoo yet to score. We'll return with the second half of this round 1 match of the round very soon. Well, welcome back. QFL round 1 match of the round action here. It's the Coorparoo Kings, last year's grand finalists, up against the Aspley Hornets, the newly promoted Aspley Hornets, QFAW Div 1 premiers of last season. And I'll tell you what, it has been all their way so far. 4-4-28 the Hornets. Coorparoo yet to score. I don't know what Coach Michael Hewitt has said at half-time there, but they need a massive second half here, Lenny Phillips.
We're underway here again in the third quarter. Coorparoo will be looking to get the first inside 50, and it's going to come out to Huth. It's got nothing to go to, and the pressure from Aspley is immense, and a great tackle from the ruckman there in Angela Lingard. Don't normally see the big ruckman doing that, but she's done very well. She's going to go forward, and the mark has been taken by Shay Easton. Been very lively up forward for the Hornets. Nice little kick, but it's been well cut off there by the Coorparoo defenders. Pass back. Easton's going to have another chance here to get it inside 50. Little chaos ball inside 50, goes out towards the forward pocket. Coorparoo player's going to be there, but the Aspley numbers are there again to put the pressure on and tackle, and we're going to have a boundary throw in the forward pocket.
Yeah, I really felt sorry for Huth there. It was a great attempted centre clearance, but just had no one to go to, and that pressure there by Aspley. They've come out firing from half time. This ball back in, dropped short. Mackenzie just got bodied out there. Well, Aspley, they try and just bang it a little bit back, trying to find the quarterback position. Nicely taken there. There's Cantrell. Kicks it out into the path of Sarah Madden. She's going to get there first. Geddes is on her. Can't get there in time. Handball over the top. Finds it to Kate Fraser. Just rallies around. Sends it back to the hot spot. But well taken. Very well taken indeed there. And they are out through the back line. That is Abby Reynolds. Nicely taken there in the headgear. Oh, but they may have turned it over here. This is dangerous here for the Kings. Oh, it's panic stations already. And the umpire has, well, he's pointed the other way. So they get out of jail here, Coorparoo.
Ingram and Reynolds again, putting the pressure on. A little bit of a mistake, but they rectified it. Got the turnover, and they'll get the chance to clear through half-back again. But it's kicked again to that wall of Aspley, and they've got all the numbers there as they'll come back in. Looking for Campbell again up forward, but it's going to go over the back. No mark taken by Lanigan. Gets into the back of a Coorparoo opponent, but the umpire doesn't see it that way, and we'll have another ball up.
Yeah, they've been great in that second quarter there, especially Ingram. She's been working so hard down that back line, that last line of defence. Really hats off to her already. But what can they do here, the Kings? They just need to get on the board straight away. But right now, it is all Aspley, and that pressure just stays on. We're going to have another ball up, probably about 25 metres out. 45-degree angle from the Aspley goal. Kicking to the right side of screen. So Cavalry comes through the pack. Little toe poke. It was just enough there. Actually quite clever. They could be out and away. Just misses the target there. Unfortunately, Edmonds couldn't get a hand to it. They are ferocious here, the Hornets. But I'll tell you what, the Kings maybe have a chance here. Great handball, great pickup. Nicely done. They can't get it away. Going to have a ball up just forward of the half-forward flank. Well, a little bit better, a little bit more desperate there from the Kings. They know they've got to turn things around here. Mackenzie, she's rucked well all day. Great tap, but just goes straight up in the air. They have numbers down. Couldn't be picked up there by Jess McLean. And sitting over the top of it was Geddes. A lot of pressure on Geddes now. It's unlucky probably last season not to be picked up by the Lions. Looking for a massive season this year. So she's led well in the first half. What can she do in the second half?
Once again, no real change in terms of how Aspley are playing. The Coorparoo looked like they get half a metre of space and then suddenly just gang tackled by 1, 2, 3 opponents. Aspley tackling has been terrific all night and showing no signs of letting it up. Here we see it again, but it's going to be one forward here by Perry. But again, just tackled immediately by Aspley, and they've won the free kick for holding the ball. I think that's Emily Matthews. She's going to pump the ball inside 50 to the lead. Over the top, nice spoil from behind there by Abby Reynolds. But again, Aspley with numbers behind the footy. Handball, 1-2 handball back and then kick forward. No mark taken there, but a nice recovery there by Kylie Guarino. She looked dangerous in the last quarter and a half. Kicks it to the goal square. Big contest here. Off the ground. It was off the ground by Aspley, and it's been a goal. Kicked by Michaela Campbell. Plenty of goals last year and no different this year, even at a new club. Off the ground from the goal square, they all count. And Aspley with the first goal go to a 5-goal for 34. Coorparoo yet to score.
Yeah, just the pressure they put down there on that forward line. You could see Michaela Campbell saw the opportunity, had the 2-on-1 there, the Hornets, and, well, the Kings player just did not want to rush that across the line, and that pressure from Michaela Campbell, as you said, 13 goals last season for Wilson Grange. A great pickup by the Hornets. She will be absolutely massive for them this season and just hammers home that advantage. It's a 34-0 lead. What can they do, the Kings? They need to get on the board, but it's all Aspley at the moment. Couldn't get the toe poke away there was Caitlin Cantrell. Well, this might be the opportunity. Gets her hands through. Hornets everywhere at the moment. Cantrell can go again. She just waited at the back of the pack. Oh, suspect little action there. Not called, not a throw. Hands came out there from Kylie Guarino. Ball in dispute. Getting first hands to the footy. This is better. Just bombs it. It's all stripes down there. And almost taken. Oh, I was going to say Nicola Clark. Strong hands. Couldn't get through. Here's their chance. Sutton gets it through. A little outside of the boot kick. Out to the front. They're arriving in numbers here. Aspley get there first, get the kick away, but only as far. Well, I tell you what, might be the opportunity now. It's Alana Perry. Way too far out to score. The leads come. She sees them now. Aspley get numbers back. Perry right to the top of the... That's better. I'll tell you what, great ball movement. Caught them napping a little bit, and it's that player, Kayla Geddes. We've talked about her. She's going to have to drive this contest here. Kicks on the full line, fall into the back of the pack, and the mark is taken. The mark is taken there by Janae Govan, and this is their first real chance. It's taken a whole half of football. 6 minutes gone here in the third quarter at Giffen Park. It was a better setup. It was a better entry. Now Govan, what can she do? Hits it sweetly, but it's just pushing to the left. Well, 6 minutes in the third term. It's a 1 behind to Coorparoo. They trail Aspley 5 goals for 34.
Good opportunity here for Coorparoo to lock this ball in. It's deep in their forward line. Comes out to a pack. Probably a 4-on-4. It's over the back. They're going to get away. But couldn't quite pick the ball up, and Coorparoo get back in numbers. Hand pass comes out there by McLean. We've got Bosco at the back here looking for the handball, but it doesn't come out that way. It's going the opposite way, and Aspley are going to try and clear it. Scrapping it forward, tackling pressure again immense. Diving on the footy is Sarah Madden. Comes out the back to Angela Lingard. Hand pass at the back there again from Matthews, and again that number out the back. One handball to the back, one handball forward, and they're able to clear the ball out to this wing. Nice spoil there by Abby Reynolds in the headgear, playing a nice game at centre half back, defending grimly against a torrent of pressure, and we'll have a boundary throw in just Aspley's side of the wing.
Yeah, that was desperate there from Abby Reynolds. And that's the kind of desperation they need. They need those little 1%ers to turn the momentum of this game around. Muir nearly comes in, second player in. Hands back there, wrapping it up, but they are trying now, the Kings. Just pulled off the ball, not called. Ball still not over the line. We're actually going to have a ball up, because it's just before the boundary line there. Very close, probably expect to see this one go over, but I like the intensity now from Coorparoo. This is better from them. First hands of the footy, always a great sign. Wrapping up around the contest, that was very well done by Liesi. Bangs it down the line, and I'll tell you what, for a touch finder, that was magnificent. Going to have a boundary throw in on the half-forward flank. It just felt the toes of Shay Easton, but how she managed to kick that one in, I do not know. But they just mounted that forward pressure again, Lenny Phillips.
Looks like Abby Reynolds has gone on to Shay Easton. Shay's had a very good first half, plenty of lively activity up there, and Reynolds has gone back to try and shut her down. As the ball comes in over the back on her own was Caitlin Cantrell. Gets a nice, easy inside 50. Tumbles the ball to a contest. But it's all Coorparoo back there, and they're going to clear it back out. A nice long kick to the wing, looking for Henderson, who crashes the pack but doesn't quite impact the contest too well. Comes out to Vanderweel, who goes forward. Oh, but a nice mark taken there. I think that was Abby Reynolds in the headgear, is it? Yes, it is. Looking forward to seeing this contest, Reynolds versus Easton. Both been good in the first half. Kicks not great, and finds Vanderweel. On her own in the forward 40 metres as a teammate, it is Kylie Guarino. Looks like she's just outside of her range. She's going to go back, maybe put it up to the top of the goal square and look for a big pack mark from Michaela Campbell. Going back very deliberately, maybe going to have a shot. It's going to the goal line. Or is the mark? No mark by Campbell. Comes to the forward of the pack. Umpire's blown his whistle. And it's going to be an Aspley free kick. So I'll have another shot at goal. Tight angle. Plays on, Campbell. And finds a teammate in Renee Weller. No, Caitlin Cantrell, my mistake. And Cantrell will have a shot from 20 metres out. Definitely seems to be much closer to goal, much within her goal-kicking range. Comes in, looks good off the boot. Is good. Players get around her. Aspley's 6th goal on the board. They take a 39-point lead. 6 goals, 4-1 behind.
Here we go, Coombs, heads up! Talk around the
You could hear the calls of accountability yelled out there by the Coorparoo players there. A little bit sloppy in defence. You knew that was always going to happen. The footy at the top, that was primed there for Campbell. Tell you what, as soon as that footy spilled to the front, they really had to get the numbers back there. And, well, as we said, they just keep flourishing forward. And now this game might be beyond Coorparoo. Let's see what they can muster here. I'll tell you what, she's rucked well in the middle today. Beth Henry coming up as the second ruckman. Gets the tap down to Geddes. Geddes first hands the footy, spills through. Just tumble-balls it a bit. They've got to try something now, the Kings. They've got to throw something at this. Bit of desperation, we're going to have a ball up. Just past the centre circle. As darkness descends on Giffen Park. Round 1 of Quaffle W action, match of the round. It's Coorparoo up against Aspley. And the footy just punished forward. Picked up on the run. Cantrell, she's been dangerous today. Punches long down the line. That's going to go to the back of the pack. The foot race is on now. Coorparoo first to the footy. Bodies fly left, right and centre. Just banged into the deck there was Kate Fraser. Probably unlucky not to get a free. Little toe poke there by Hins. It's an absolute chaos ball at the top there. What can they do? Can they stay calm under pressure, Coorparoo? Not to be wrapped up. They're out through the far side, but they don't have the players. No, it's just gone to the hot spot. And plays on. That's another one. It's another one to Aspley.
She's not going to get credit for the goal there, but it's well set up by Hayley Hins, that goal. 2-3 pressure acts and just sprinted 25 metres after already having one or two cracks at the footy. Ran 25 metres with pressure on that kick and it just landed in a teammate's lap. 30 metres out directly in front, was able to put it straight through the middle.
Yeah, 7-4, 46 Aspley leading Coorparoo, just the solitary behind. Well, they look to try and take the switch option out the back there, so I like where they're looking, but there was just no one there. So credit to the Aspley forwards. That forward pressure that they're mounting seems to be absolutely immense. It's really just getting the better of the Coorparoo players. Let's see what they can muster here. Well, there's been an infringement upon the square. Not holding positions at the umpire's call. So, so it looks like...
Might be a warning.
I think that's our first warning for the game. Remember, you're going to get a warning first. Second time, it will be a free kick called. I was just listening in. A lot of players are starting to learn how to exploit this rule. You might be able to chuck a player back and just cop the warning later in the game if you have to. Well, ball kicked down, half forward flank. Getting there first is Ingram. She's been massive today. It's shining light on what's been quite a dull evening so far for Coorparoo. Really love her form this evening. So we're going to have a throw in just in front of the old scoreboard there. 50 metres out from the Hornets goal.
And of course, where we might have in the past seen Coorparoo send one or two numbers back and try and really clog up that back 50. Can't do that anymore with the new rules. They've got the 5-6-5 with a 16 aside in this competition and can't put numbers behind the plate at centre clearance. So it gives Aspley the chance to get the ball into one-on-one contests everywhere in their forward 50.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, they've got to take it upon the players. If they're going to need to get numbers down there, they have to communicate that well. Just bustles away through the pack. Just but she's away, Geddes. She's away, but she does not get past Jessica Williamson. Good on her for taking the game on. They need that spark there, the Kings. But Jessica Williamson, a strong tackle, saw her going through, and a cute little chip there. That's just made the distance. And they can reload and set up again. Caitlin Cantrell, she's had a huge afternoon so far. Just kicks it down the line. It's going to say not properly manned up there, but managed to get the kick away. Incorrect disposal, not called, just through the hands, didn't have prior opportunity. Oh, they're just pushing this footy forward. They're driving this footy forward, the Hornets. Ball in the hands of Gorino. Still not clean. Play on, says the umpire. And eventually, and mercifully, it just rolls over the boundary line for a throw-in. About 25 metres out from the Hornets' goal. Heard a second whistle there. The umpires are just conferring.
It's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, it's still going to be a throw-in. It's Aspley 7-4, 46. Coorparoo one behind. Nearly 15 minutes gone, third term.
Ball's thrown in. One to the back from Aspley, but it's been picked up by the Coorparoo ruckman there. She did very well, Emma McKenzie. Made a mistake.
Henry thrown by Emma McKenzie from the bench there.
I've done well. It's one here by Coorparoo. Plays everywhere around the footy. Plays everywhere. Umpire's going to call his. Oh, thought it was going to be a ball up, but no, it's holding the ball. It's going to be an Aspley free kick. Oh, is it going to be 50? No, Aspley free kick. It's going to be taken there by Curvan. So Curvin with the kick inside 50. It's gone to space. Aspley got the first 2 numbers to the footy. Comes out to Clark. Clark goes looking for Big Campbell, who can't quite mark, but it comes to ground. Roves her own footy. Snap towards goal. Not quite there. And it's bounced. It actually looks like it's going to bounce through for a point, but it's bounced on its end and come back. And Coorparoo are going to try and clear. It's out towards the boundary line. Tackle put on by Coorparoo, and the umpire's going to call up for a ball up.
I'll tell you what, how was the roving of her own footy there by Michaela Campbell? Absolute gun forward. 13 goals last season for Wilson Grange. But I don't know how they managed to escape there, Coorparoo. So we said Mackenzie's just come back onto the ground for the Kings. They're wrapped up in a tackle, but they're still coming. They're still coming, but maybe a bit of resistance from Coorparoo. Bodies all over the footy. Just got to be clean with it now. Liessi, hands over the top. Just keeps that footy in, does Nicola Clark. Nicely done. Manages to keep it in. I'll tell you what, they are flirting with the line, and Lingard gets it going forward through courtesy of Williamson. It just can't be taken. Ball still in dispute. Wrapped up in a wall of Hornets. That wall we've talked about, Cantrell. Williamson, a desperate smother. Couldn't get the kick away. Well done. I'll tell you what desperate footy there by Abby Reynolds, and it's forced a ball up 20 metres out from the Kings' goals. Well, you can just feel the tide surging here. They want this. They just want another one. Here's Lingard, who goes up, gets the tap down, manages to get a little kick away. Not 15. Play on, says the umpire. Ball up in dispute. Volleyball around in the air. Still in dispute. Can they escape here? Maybe they can. Possibly they can. They're trying everything here, the Kings. It was Perry. She manages to get away, and they're out down the far side of the ground. Ball just bobbles its way back in. There's Hornets all around the footy. It's a sea of brown and gold. They're just throwing themselves at it now. And the umpire's going to call an end to it. Says, I'll have that. Thank you very much. Ball up 40 metres out from the Hornets' goal.
So the Kings ringing the changes on the benches here. We just had 4 go on in about 5 seconds. Trying to find a solution, try and find some sort of mix that's going to work for them. But Aspley again win the ball from the centre, from the ball up. Kick inside 50. Comes over the back. I think that's Kate Fraser. Kicks the goal. Another goal for Aspley. Bit of fortune there. The ball sort of mungled into the forward 50 and went over the back land, and in the lap of a Aspley player was able to run in and put it straight through the middle.
Yeah, what you can see is just the sheer volume of numbers that Aspley are pushing down there. They're locking that footy in. You can see there's not too much of a plan there from Coorparoo trying to rebound. And it's just as we watch it, everyone running back to set up in the 5-6-5. There are so many numbers that push down. That football was no chance of leaving that forward 50. The sheer weight of numbers that they managed to get down. As we now see re-entering the field of play, Caitlin Huth. She's been good this evening. Needs to lift again. Mackenzie circles around the ruck contest. She's going to go up against Cantrell. Gets the tap, Mackenzie. Nicely done. But they're away again through the Hornets. What can they do? Nicely done by Huth, as we said. Came straight into the contest. Better around the back. Little wobbly kick. Mackenzie back with a flight. Has to be brave. She is. Well done indeed. Throw a bit of chat at us at the commentary box earlier. It shows she's on. She's switched on. She wants her team to lift. Ball now in the hands of Charlotte Edmonds. Edmonds runs around on the right. Little chip. But only as far as Fraser. She's been big. And I'll tell you what, they've got a player open. It's Morgan Lanigan. Just came off the bench. Looks to her now. Ball falling out the back. Oh, I'll tell you what a take, Morgan Lanigan. But they're going to have it because it was in dispute. Now, interesting. I would have gone probably player in front. Lanigan did have the hands to it, but a bit of democracy shown there by the umpires. Now we're going to have a tap down. They just straight through again, Lanigan. She wanted her footy back. She said, that's my ball. Lucia Liessi banged it forward. Fraser with the hands back. Nicely done there by Aspley. Banged around. Cantrell pushes it long. Bit of a tussle there on the wing. Just throwing her weight through the contest. That was Beth Henry. Bit of physical intimidation. That was nice. That's good to see there by the Kings. The ball up right there on the wing.
So Mackenzie in the ruck and Henry's gone to centre half forward, keeping both of their big players out there. As Coorparoo won a free kick, it's going to go the way of Mackenzie, I believe. Only come back on in the last couple of minutes, and she's really looking angry out there, trying to get her team with the ball going forward. Comes out into a one-on-one contest, no mark taken, and there's the siren for three-quarter time. So Coorparoo got on the board that quarter, unfortunately only with one behind, and Aspley have moved to 8 goals for 52. 51-point lead at three-quarter time. Coorparoo will be looking to really show some fight in the last quarter and take something out of this game they can take into next week into round 2.
Well, it's 3/4 time. It's been all Aspley. Last season's QFAW Div 1 premiers. They are all over this at the moment. It is a 51-point lead to the Hornets. 8-4-52 plays Coorparoo, just the solitary behind. Last season's grand finalists in the Quaffle W. Decimated by players out at the moment. Let's see if they can restore some pride when we return here to Giffen Park in the final quarter of this round 1 match of the round. Welcome back. Night has fallen here over Giffen Park. Round 1 match of the round, Quaffle W action. Coorparoo at home to Aspley, and well, you never thought you'd see it, but last season's QFAW Div 1 premiers, Aspley, have been all over last year's Quaffle W grand finalists. Aspley currently 8 goals for 52 to Coorparoo's solitary behind. Now, as we mentioned a couple of times through the games, Coorparoo a bit decimated by numbers today through high performance programs. And of course, Captain Cleo Davis's wedding. I tell you what, Lenny Phillips, who puts a wedding on in April? I knew it was dangerous to do it in September, but why April?
Must have been a date clash or something. I know she's been injured, but to have a couple of players out as well, not ideal, especially when they're going to be missing so many of their stars that have been playing the AFLW.
Well, speaking of ideal, another ideal start there for the Hornets. They're off and away again. They really want to consolidate this. This could be a big percentage booster to kick off their debut in the Quaffle W. Oh, Mackenzie for Coorparoo. She's been good this afternoon. Gets the hands back. The agile ruck. Done that very nicely indeed. There's a bit of fight there from the Kings. Wrapped up very nice indeed. Meg Muir, strong with the tackle. They're running in numbers, but even stronger in that tackle was Williamson. And the players get around her there.
Another example of Coorparoo having a metre of space, and this is closed up so quickly by Aspley. The tackling tonight has been absolutely first class. Nice clearance here, but she's fallen over. It's going to be mopped up here by Daniek. Kicks the ball up towards the wing. Nice bounce there for Cantrell. Taps it forward to a teammate in Vanderweel. Probably ridden into the ground. Umpire almost blew his whistle, but called play on. And Coorparoo are going to have the chance to clear it back out to this wing. But again, Aspley have got all the numbers here. It's Daniek again setting up a kick behind the play, and she'll get the chance to drive the ball forward once more.
Yeah, Lingard just coming off the ground there, just hobbling a little bit there. Played well this afternoon. I'll tell you what, she was in danger there, Raquel Sutton. Manages to get the kick away. They shepherd well for each other. That's better. Got to get to the full of the footy first. It's Thompson. She can't get there in time. It's all Aspley back at home as Kieran does it well. Just bangs her in the back there. Little rough there from Thompson. Manages to get away with it. They're at least fiercer around the contest. As numbers swarm, but they manage to get away through the back there. The Hornets just bangs it long. Will it drop to the fall of Sutton again? Fraser, she's been great this evening. Good with her feet, but turns it over there. Geddes. It's been a big afternoon for her, but she's been kept pretty quiet. Coorparoo footy into the hands now of Abby Reynolds. Reynolds goes wide. They use the switch. This is better from Coorparoo. Setting it up now to the hot spot. Taken well. 50 metres out. Still too far out to score. It was McLean. Well, they've got the fall of the footy now. Who's going to be first to take it up? It's Huth. She's been good this evening. They've just got to be first to the footy now around this contest. They've absolutely swarmed in numbers here, the Hornets, and they've managed to rebound again. Coorparoo just fighting. Got to be clean with it now. Spills through the back of the pack. Manages to get away through. Great footwork. Just smothered off the ground. And actually, no touch on it at all, and the mark is taken. And she's cramping up. That's round 1 for you. No matter how much training, no matter how many pracky matches, it doesn't matter. The cramps always hit in round 1. Well, this might be their chance. Kick their first goal for the evening. I'll tell you what, she's not even going to take her kick. She's actually going to come off the ground.
Could it be a tactical play, do you think?
I don't think it's tactical. I think she is in a little bit of pain there. But regardless, the kick is going to be taken by Cherie Sale. Well, Sale, what can she do here? Can she get there first for the evening? The left footer. Get some good purchase on it. But it sails through for a behind. A second minor score. It's Coorparoo 2 behinds. Aspley 8 goals, 4-52, a 50-point lead.
Ball comes out to the half-back flank. Henderson's just come onto the ground and might be able to pick this off for Coorparoo, but doesn't quite make it there. Comes out the back. Coorparoo are going to try and get the ball back 50, but it's been fumbled. Hand pass forward, but cut off back to where Aspley have got numbers, and Liesi is able to get the ball, gets the ball to Hins. Almost ran the wrong way and then kicked it, but kicked it straight down Emma McKenzie's throat, who's got the mark 60 metres out from goal. McKenzie hand passes to the run behind in Struth, but she misses the ball. McKenzie butters up, back to Struth. And now we've got Keith handballing forward, but they have mucked it up a little bit. And Liesi's got the ball, finds Catrell, who's been everywhere in the second half. Hand passes to Struth again, kicks inside 50. Ball bounces past the Aspley player, but it's going to come out to Hins. Up the line there, nice contest there from Abby Reynolds it was. It ends up again with Coorparoo inside 50. They're desperately trying to get that first goal on the board for the game. Comes out to Geddes, has a snap on goal, looks okay, but no, not quite, and it's through for another behind. So 3 behinds, Coorparoo, 8 goals, 4-52, Aspley. At least the ball's in their half of the ground. Chipped to themselves from the Aspley fullback there, doesn't need to do it anymore, but old habits die hard. Comes out, Geddes can't quite take the mark for Coorparoo, but she's got numbers behind her. Ball comes back inside 50 again, but it's cut off nicely there by Weller, who kicks the ball into the centre of the ground. And again, a poor bounce for Aspley, and Coorparoo going to get another chance. McKenzie, plenty of touches this quarter. Hand passes to the running Riley. Short chip pass. Comes out now, and there's a foot race on. I think it's Meg Muir. It's going to go over her head and find Peter Thompson in the forward pocket. Shot on goal, looks okay. No, again, phased just across the face of goal and through for another behind. They're peppering the goals this quarter. Can't quite get it through the big sticks. But as we saw with Aspley in the first 3 quarters, you just keep putting the pressure on and on and on. Eventually it'll come.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how much spin she put on that footy, but had to drop it short. That was nearly the perfect wrong, and would have found its way through the middle, have it just gone a bit shorter. About to fly for this one now is Riley. Manages to bring it down. They've got numbers here, the Kings. Hands come through now. Well done there by Madden, but it's turned over again. They're rallying through Riley. Hands over the top. Geddes, here she is, the right footer, just bangs it to the hot spot, falls through the hands, 3 Hornets, managed to be wrapped up by 1 King, and now they're out and away through the far side of the ground. Fraser, she's been so busy this afternoon and so good, and she's got a paddock ahead of her. She backs herself in, that's 1 bounce. She can keep going here, Fraser. Goes a second, she's off. It's the charge of the Light Brigade. Doesn't go a third, just keeps it down, does the team thing into the path of Campbell. Campbell fights from the ground, but Fraser's still running. Fraser's still going. Gets the footy again for a 3rd time. Left footer, Campbell's out on her own now. Just has to try and keep it in. And it doesn't seem to trickle over the line. The outside of the boot, Bunana doesn't find its way, but it does the unselfish thing again. Now manages to move it back. Emily Matthews. Now she's got time. Works her way back on the right. Does the T thing again. Looks to centre it up. But Mackenzie says, I'll settle that down. Not called. Play on. Now it's moving back on through. The Kings can reload. They may have made a little bit of a mess of that one, the Hornets, but I love the way that Fraser took it down the wing. But they're not out of the woods yet because Liesi has cleaned it up just outside the forward 50. Bangs it back down in the Campbell direction. Campbell manages to take it. Second by the cherry. Well done, Aspley. As we said, Michaela Campbell, 13 goals for Grange last season. And she's about to go through and hopefully put through her 3rd of the afternoon. A massive signing in the off-season, and they'll be very proud of their performance there. But it all started with Kate Fraser taking on her player on the wing, and she was off. She was absolutely off. And Campbell, this will give her a lot of confidence coming to a big year. Just chips at it, but it's, oh no! Just not enough. 1 Weet-Bix too short this morning. And it's through for a minus score. It's Aspley, 8 goals, 5-53. Coorparoo, 4 behinds.
Long kick comes out, but no mark taken. Aspley going to go back inside 50 again. There's Kate Fraser again. Tell you what, if you ever want to test how your pre-season's been, go for an 80-metre sprint up the wing in the last quarter of round 1. That'll test you out, but she's still running out there. As the ball comes back forward from Coorparoo. some tired bodies out there. It's tough work. There's been some great tackling pressure, repeat efforts all night from both sides. Aspley going to get the ball inside 50 again. But Coorparoo got the numbers there. They might have pushed one back. Hasn't been a goal for a little while, so there's a bit of broken play. Nice kick comes out and finds a teammate in Keith. Out on the far wing there. Looking for a teammate in their headgear in Henderson. Can't quite get there. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And Aspley will get the chance to reload from half back.
I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed Henderson's attack on the footy this afternoon. It's been a very tough testing and trying afternoon for Coorparoo. And well, I'll look at this game tape and hopefully with the return of numbers, they should see themselves back in form soon. But players like Henderson have really stood up this afternoon. And
got a 50 here?
Well, we got a 50 here, maybe just a little infringement over the mark. And not maybe the sprint that we're expecting to see, that we've seen a little bit in the men's competitions, but the players looking to exploit the brand new 50-metre rule.
Not sure that was 50 either. Been a little bit generous to Coorparoo, I think, but they'll take it.
We'll get the trundle wheel out after the game as the Hornets go forward again. Push forward through the hands. Geddes manages to clean up the footy, gets her hands out the back to the quarterback position. Nicely done indeed there by Ingram. She's had a great game this afternoon. Coach Hewitt will be very proud of her effort this afternoon. Back in the middle, Mackenzie, another shining light for the Kings. But it's been turned over, bounces short. Caitlin Cantrell, I'll tell you what, if you want to go through your best players, they all linked up there. Speaking of, Liesi, the right footer, it's wobbling. Where will it bounce? Just short to the goal square. Campbell, round onto the right, kicks her fourth for the evening.
It's been such a great target up there, either marking the ball or bringing it to ground, or as we saw in that one, it's gone over her head and still able to pick up the crumbs and snap the goal. It's had a terrific night, terrific focal point for Aspley. Either kicking goals herself or bringing it to ground for the crumbers to snap. So the ball goes back to the centre of the ground. Cooper will get another chance to try and get that first goal on the board. Aspley will be looking to try and get a 10-goal win. A little bit in for both sides with not long to go in this last quarter.
Yeah, just nearly 11 minutes gone here in this final term at Giffen Park. Round 1, Quaffle W action, match of the round. Well, I don't think Coorparoo really expected this. They knew their numbers were down. They're fighting hard. Mackenzie, she's been one of them. But I'll tell you what, how about the performance from Michaela Campbell? Her first game for the Hornets after moving from Grange. 13 goals last season, already 4 on the board this afternoon. And the footy is going around the way of the Hornets again, courtesy of Ange Lingard. I was going to say, nicely taken on the chest, but manages to fall through, but cleans up her own work, Fraser. Just brutalises Geddes off the ball there. She's worked hard, she'll be tired, Geddes. Little off the ball action happening a little bit further forward again as Henderson sees it over the line. Boundary throw in, far side of the ground. Hornets and 60 metres out from the Hornets goal.
We've just seen Caitlin Cantrell come off the ground to a big round of applause from her teammates. It's been terrific tonight. As Coorparoo get the ball, look for the handball through the centre. They've got a little bit of run here from half back now. Been looking to do this all night. It hasn't quite come off. Comes to the centre of the ground, but again, the numbers there with Aspley. There's 3-on-1 there as the ball's won out by Williamson out to that wing. But Coorparoo have got some numbers here. They're going to run the ball. Nice there by Henderson. A nice handball over the top, finds Bosco. And Coorparoo dance around, a little bit of candy sold. Ball goes long. Oh, it's not quite going to get over the back to the full forward. And a nice mark taken there by Lucy Thompson at full back.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Beth Henry come towards that footy there. Had to make the decision, decided to keep running with the flight of the ball. Teammate's boot just didn't quite have the distance, and honestly pretty keen to just play it on their pace at the moment, play it on their terms. Great smother. Good to see that pressure is still there. It's been a tough, trying evening for Coorparoo, and as I said, they'll go back over this tape this afternoon. Hopefully players come back in for them, but you got to hand it to Aspley. It was a big jump up. Took out the premiership last year in the QFAW in the Div 1. Jacob Simmons-Bliss, the coach, he'd be very happy with this performance, and really you can't fault any part of their game. Their backs have rebounded spectacularly when put under the pump. Centres have moved it well. Absolutely fantastic performance, Kate Fraser. And what about the signing? Michaela Campbell, 4 goals already. Well, just over 13 minutes gone here in this final term. It's Aspley, 9 goals, 5-59. Coorparoo, just the 4 behinds as they decide to make another rally. Ball bounces a little bit short here but they're everywhere. They are swarming indeed. The Hornets pushes out wide to the wing. Clean with the footy, just manages to spend it before she had it. But it doesn't matter. They're such a class side. The way they are operating at the moment, ball spills to the back of the pack. They are always there in numbers. You'd think they have more on the ground at this point, but they don't. They just run for each other, this mob. Absolutely they do. Hands through by Fraser. Looking forward in the, well, I was going to say in the Campbell direction, but, well, they're going to play it on. Another shot towards goal. And, well, I'll tell you what's just bounced and hit the behind post. So we're going to have a boundary throw in front of the Aspley goal. 14 minutes gone, final term.
As you would expect, late in the last quarter of round one, when it's a very one-sided game, the side in front's got all the running, and they're running forward in numbers. They'll back themselves in to score a 10th goal here. Ball comes to the front of the pack. Nice pressure still from Coorparoo. The back line have been under the pump all day, and they're still trying their guts out to try and stop that 10th goal and get one themselves. Clearance comes to the back by Krautz has got the ball. Did she get tackled high? She did for Aspley, so she'll take the free kick. Some nice work there from the Coorparoo back line though. Still running. Hand pass back from Krautz to Lucy Thompson. He goes long inside 50. Huge kick. No mark taken. Aspley players keep their feet and got the numbers again. The desperation there. I think that was Ingram again. Been desperate all night and desperate once more there. Locks the ball in. It's not coming out, but it's also not being called for ball up. It's bobbling around in there. And Coorparoo will be able to clear. Looking for Henderson. Creates a contest but can't mark. I think that's Geddes out there. Hand pass into the corridor, but it's all Aspley. Hornets everywhere. And they'll reload once more through Stevenson. High ball. Didn't go too far. Wouldn't have been a mark if it was taken. And Geddes again will do the snap forward. It's a one-on-one contest here, but Lucy Thompson, who's had 3 or 4 big contests and won them all in this last quarter. It's nice when you're a fullback and you haven't had much to do all night to get a few late in the game and win some one-on-one contests. You'll be pretty pleased with yourself. So get the ball forward to that far forward flank. Switch inside of the run from behind from Chloe McDonald. Can't quite take the mark. But numbers again. Oh, little delicate kick back. Didn't quite work. And they're going to get the ball forward. 2-on-1 here. Bosco's going to run onto her. She can be clean. Oh, Bosco's running into the forward 50. She's on her own. Oh, but it can't quite get there. It's cut off again by Aspley. Smart by Bosco to try and run forward there. They can get the ball out the back she was on, but couldn't quite get it there.
Yeah, just one of those evenings. Bosco, she took off there, but just not to be. Turnover now. Madden, she's going to be first at the footy. Has to be clean with it. She's done enough and manages to get the free kick going her way.
I think it's a throw, that one.
It's a throw. Oh, I thought she'd been grabbed holding the man, but clearly not. Well, here's another chance here. They reload the Kings. In the hands of Paulson. Paulson, no one on the mark. Just takes it on. Gets the kick going forward. Player coming off the bench now. If they're smart, they are. Can he get the hands over the top? She wants the footy. Hands back. Well done. This is better here by the Kings. Muir bangs it long. Mackenzie's long. And Mackenzie takes it on the chest. And hopefully this will be their first goal of the evening. Nearly 17 minutes played. Mackenzie, they've been resting her down there. She's rucked tirelessly today. Deserves a rest down there. And I tell you what, deserves a goal. You kind of feel it was coming, just leaving that player out over the back. Mackenzie comes in. The right footer. Oh, and she's sprayed it wide. Through for a behind. Coorparoo, 5 behinds. They trail Aspley, 9 goals, 5-59.
So close yet so far for the Kings. Able to take advantage there of player coming off the bench and creating that one-person overlap. Got the ball long over the back. They've tried that option a few times and always fallen a little bit short, but that one was able to get to Mackenzie, just couldn't quite convert. Nice mark taken out there from the wing from Aspley, and Aspley got the same situation going on here. There are numbers everywhere at the back. If they can get it over the top, there's 2 players on their own inside 50. Nice possession football up the wing here, and they're at half forward now, but Coorparoo have got numbers back to try and defend. Ball goes in looking for Fraser. Again, Fraser's over the back. She's ducked out the back again, like all good wingmen should. But can't quite get the ball there, and Coorparoo have got numbers to try and clear this away. It's bobbling around in there, it bounces out. Well, the umpire's called a throw, so Aspley's going to have a shot for goal. 20 metres out, directly in front to give it a 10-goal margin.
This will put the cherry on the cake. It's been a fantastic afternoon for Aspley. Lining up for goal, and there it is. There's the siren. But I'll tell you what, she'll take a kick, Kylie Garino, to cap off what has been a wonderful evening for the Aspley Football Club. Garino comes in, the right footer. That's it. That is it. That wraps up the Aspley Hornets' very first win in the Quaffle W. I'll tell you what, they've absolutely earned it. Capitalised on an understrength Coorparoo, but that won't matter. An excellent win there by the Hornets. They run out winners, a 60-point win. And I'll tell you what, it's been a tough evening for Coorparoo, but I mean, weren't they good? Weren't they good indeed, the Hornets? 4 goals to Michaela Campbell. Kate Fraser, probably the best on ground, out on that far wing. Every time she got her hands on the footy, she dominated. And I mean, there's a lot of questions that'll be asked of Coorparoo, and they'll go back in the sheds licking their wounds, but they are a class team, and once they get those numbers back, they will return to the full-strength side we saw make the grand final last year in the Quaffle W. Lenny Phillips, how did you see the game?
It's hard to take any positives out from a 10 goals or too many positives out from a 10-goal loss, but I thought that last quarter was better. They had a lot more inside 50. They started to link it up a little bit better, and things started to come off for them. I do expect that, being round one, probably haven't played a lot of footy together this 20. They'll get better, and they'll certainly get better as the players come back from the AFLW and from the development squads. For Aspley, they couldn't be happy with this performance. First game up in a new competition. They would have taken a win of any description, I'm sure, and to take a 10-goal win, they'll be over the moon with that. They looked like a side that played a lot of footy together. They were strengthened by the new recruit up forward in Michaela Campbell, who was a dominating force up forward and a great target to kick to. And they'll be up there. They'll be a very strong side in this competition.
Well, there you have it. Round one, match of the round, going the way of the Aspley Hornets, running out victors, 10 goals 5, 65 to the 5 behinds of Coorparoo. Thank you very much for joining us in this Quaffle W round one, match of the round action. My name's Nick Davis. Thank you very much, Lenny Phillips. If you want to watch the match of the round every week on the Quaffle W, we will be streaming right where you are right now. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.